The Russian government is threatening to retaliate for what it calls the U.S. economic war on Russia. We have Nick Santiago standing by. And Nick, what are traders thinking as the rhetoric heats up?
Well, I think right now, if you look at the market, the trader reaction is to sell. You don't see a lot of buying activity going on right now. Markets have been trending lower. And as long as this war continues to escalate and it prolongs, that's problematic for the market. The market is not going to like that because that tells us that there's a potential bigger war in the making. It's not going to be isolated to just Russia and Ukraine. NATO could get involved, and if that happens, that could be the start of something much, much larger. So I think traders right now are in a very, very cautious stance overall.
Meanwhile, back in the U.S., CPI came in high as the inflation gauge soars to 7.9%. What's ahead for the Fed? Will the Fed still move despite this war rhetoric and what's going on with the invasion?
They have to move. They are so far behind the curve. I hate to say it. You know, they brought a lot of this on themselves by staying easy for so long. Now the Federal Reserve has put themselves in a box after the CPI number was so hot again. It just tells us that the Fed has to move. I know that Jay Powell is signaling that he's only going to raise a quarter next week, but on Wednesday. But the reality of it is he has to raise a lot more going forward. There's just a ton of inflation, and it's getting out of control.
Well, Nick, what's your trade of the day?
My trade of the day right now is going to be the S&P 500 Biotech ETF. This has been crushed. It's at an excellent support level. This is where I like stocks when everybody hates them. So the ticker symbol there is XBI, and that's the S&P 500 Biotech ETF.
Thank you, Nick. Have a good weekend.
Thank you for having me. Have a great weekend.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.